Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So a lot of you subscribers, and thank you for asking, have asked me, where have I been? Well, you're right, I've been gone for way too long. And the reason is because I got a new job. I started the new job in November, and then, the holidays came and went. I went to California to visit my mother, and my brother came with me. And then I got into a little hobby. I started bourbon hunting. So that's what I've been doing with all my time. But anyways, now I'm back to making videos. And the first video of 2024 that I wanted to do was a part 2 to my How to Get a Sugar Mama video that was quite popular at the end of last year. So let's get started. So as far as getting a sugar mama, I wanted to give you 3 tips or 3 myths about getting a sugar mama. When that video came out, a lot of you guys asked me, hey, what website can I go on? Where can I find these sugar mamas? I live in India, I live in Nigeria, I live in New Zealand. Well, I hate to tell you this, but the sad fact is you're not gonna find one. Myth number 1 is, unlike men who are sugar daddies, sugar mamas don't advertise. So with a sugar daddy, most of the time, he's gonna go on a website that shows like a geographical location, and he's gonna pick women in his area, and he's gonna say, hey, I'm a sugar daddy, and I will give you X amount of dollars a month for allowance in exchange for your company, Okay, so that's how sugar daddies work. Sugar mamas are quite different. We're not gonna go on a website, we're not gonna be on some social media page and say, hey, I'm a sugar mama, get in touch with me, I'll send you money for no reason. That's not how we work. And as you guys know, men and women are very different in many aspects of life, sex, relationships, you name it. So if you're from another country, not in the US or not in Europe, and even if you were in the US or in Europe, you can't go on a website or a social media platform and just search for a sugar mama, because that's just not how we roll. We're in the driver's seat, so we can basically pick and choose who we want to spoil as far as our men goes. So like I said in video number 1, in order for you to get a sugar mama, you're gonna have to meet her first. You're gonna have to get her addicted to you. You're gonna have to get her addicted to the D, to your personality, to your company, and then she'll spoil you, and she'll naturally, inherently do it. So if you haven't checked out the first video, go back and watch the first video. Myth number 2, when you have a sugar mama, you don't necessarily have to provide her sex. And case in point, I have a sugar mama. Who is it? Well, she happens to be my best friend. Now, do her and I have sex? Of course we don't. We're not lesbians. But what I do is I let her do things that I probably wouldn't let other people do. Like, I let her cut my hair. And yeah, she cut my bangs too short, and so I had to wait a week to make this video. But that's like something that she wants to do as like a side hobby, so I let her do it. And will I let her do it again? Well, probably, because she's my sugar mama. What do I get in exchange? Well, she knows that I'm not as well off as she is, so she treats me to a lot of things. In fact, she's been trying to buy me an office desk for my home office for months now. And it's only because I commented when I was house sitting for her that I loved her home office desk. And I keep telling her she doesn't need to buy me a desk. When we go out, her and her husband treat for me all the time. But what do I do in exchange? I treat for them some of the time. It's not a one-sided relationship. I appreciate her for it. She's super generous, so is her husband, and they treat me and spoil me all the time. And I'm super grateful to them for it. And the third myth is, you can't have a sugar mama without having sex or providing her some sort of companionship. Now, as you guys said it before or asked me before, how can I go to get a sugar mama? I'm in India. Well, you can't, because it's not widely practiced in your culture. And what are you offering your sugar mama? Nothing. You're offering her what? Text messages? That's not what we're looking for. And she's not going to be addicted to you anyways. And if you say, well, I see a lot of sugar mamas or women who give their life savings away based on text messages. Well, yeah, that's on the Dr. Phil show. And those are like super desperate women who are getting catfish because they think you're some other person other than the person you actually are. So, it's always the same sob story of it's some guy who's stuck in Europe on a construction site or some project, and he can't get back to the US, or he can't get back to wherever the heck she lives, and he needs money for whatever reason. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to help you scam older women into giving you their life savings. So that's not what my channel's about. So there you have it. Those are the 3 myths or 3 other explanations on how to get a sugar mama. Hope that was helpful. Hope you guys stop blowing up my inbox and asking me those questions. And get out there and find one. Heck, for you guys, y'all could get a sugar daddy if you wanted to. It could be like just a guy you hang out with who's more well off than you, but like you do fun things with him, and you just roll with the punches, and he knows you're not as well off as he is, and so he's just going to treat for you most of the time. Think of it that way. Try that route. I hope this video was helpful, and if you guys have any other questions, just leave them in the comment section below. As you guys know, I read every single comment. And until next time, happy hunting. Oh, here's for you guys who stayed afterwards. But there's my beginner's bourbon collection. I just started in December, so go easy. I do have 2 blends and an E.H. Taylor, so I think I'm doing all right.